Welcome to the Window Wisdom Podcast, your guide to replacement windows and more. Hi, I'm Ted Kirk, and this is episode 19. All right, well, today we're talking to Grady Sturgis. Grady has been with us now for about 6 months, so one of the newer members of our team. And we just wanted to talk about our culture, just a different type of podcast, maybe just a conversation. So a company culture can be defined as a set of shared values, goals, attitudes, and practices that characterize an organization. It's the way people feel about the work they do, the values they believe in, where they see the company going, and what they're doing to get it there. So, Grady, tell me, without sharing anything in terms of other names of companies, but do you feel a little bit different about the way that we run and the culture here at this company versus where you maybe have experienced things in the past?
Oh, my goodness gracious. First of all, thank you so much for bringing me onto this team 6 months ago and allowing for me to do what I do here. But that's just even this. Ted, the funny things about it is being able to relay messages to consumers and the people that we're meeting out there is just going to help out anywhere. So the culture of just doing these kind of things for the customer is what is so unique to what I think this team is bringing to the table. But the culture that we've got here that I've seen in just a short amount of time is phenomenal, just solely because it is all focused on, we all have the same kind of goal. You know, we want to take care of Mr. and Mrs. Jones in the home and make sure that they're getting the best kind of experience that they can have in this process of window changing.
You know what I love about this conversation is, we're talking about the company and the company culture here, but you bring it right back to the customer. Mm-hmm. And really that's what it's about. So, I take a lot of pride that everybody has that attitude here, and that's what brings it all together. So I'm glad that you point that out, that it goes right back to the customer. So all of your statements have been geared toward that. So that's good, man.
Well, it's what it is. It's without the customers, we don't have anything. And without the experience that they have and being able to feel comfortable recognizing it and putting it out there for us, that's really where we're able to shine.
Well, in this day and time, too, there's so much clutter out there and there's a lot of lip service. Anybody can say these things. Anybody can say that they want to be the best. But since you've been here, can you share with us maybe some stories of how you've experienced us, becoming the best and, rising above some challenge that we've had or whatever experience maybe that one of your customers have had with us that just says, hey, I'm in the right place.
Oh man.
Right.
Well, this customer of ours, we had gone into the home. It wasn't a very big job. They're selling the house. It was just replacing a few windows and a couple trim pieces on the master bedroom and 2 in the basement. Well, as we're doing everything, the customers showed us around the house. They ended up leaving. We came back and installed the windows. When the customer came back home, after working all day, he and his wife were outside taking a look at the house and noticed that a couple other windows were done instead of the windows that were supposed to be done. So, yeah, one of those situations where you're going, how did we miss that? But we did. Needless to say, what we did is we went back, and fortunately for us, we were able to find 2 windows that we had already in stock that were perfect matches for what they needed in the other rooms that we were supposed to be doing anyway. Went out there, replaced them, no questions asked, took care of it for him, and he was beyond thrilled with how we took care of our mistake, because we're human, we make mistakes, but how we addressed it real quickly and took care of it for him was the biggest thing for him.
That's perfect, man.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we mess them up every now and then, but it's what you do to make it right that counts.
It allows for the homeowner to see how good we make up for it.
Well, and he got 2 free windows, so those don't taste good as well. So, we've talked about our unique culture here and things that we're doing to get better, but how does it feel to offer a very unique product like the Infinity from Marvin fiberglass window versus anything else that you've ever offered? How does that play into the culture that we've talked about?
It's a common sense thing, and that's what we try to boil it down to. And when we're in the home, if we're doing our jobs correctly and educating the consumer about what your options are out there, they really quickly notice that the Infinity brand and the Infinity product is by far the best looking product. That's kind of how everything's judged, right? First appearance is pretty much what everybody goes on.
Sure.
That's part of what about the introduction of our window. It sets precedent in the house. So when we're showing things off, they immediately see a beautiful looking window, something that's not going to change their opening look or feel or all of it. It's going to feel original to them. So they're going to notice that, and they see it immediately, and they know that quality is going to be there. So the first impression is the big thing. Is when they see the product and see what it is that we're bringing to the table, they know immediately it's going to be a better looking, it's going to be a better scenario for the home.
Sounds like you're making the process pretty simple.
That's right.
And I think that's what we try to get across in our marketing and our ads, that we want to make this window shopping process simple for homeowners. We want them to have a good experience, a stress-free experience. So
that's right.
That's what we deliver here. So Grady, we've talked about the company culture here. What role does that play for a customer? Why should they care about a company's culture and making a decision of who they should choose?
That's a great question. And what I like to kind of follow it up is putting myself in those customers' shoes. And by asking that, how would you feel if you decided to, or you knew that the company that you were going to do business with is either struggling to keep the door stopped by instead of having a turnstile of sales reps. People are in and out of the place. You don't know if the doors are going to be open in the next year or two when things really start mattering. That will absolutely play a huge role in knowing that when the customers experience a rep from North Georgia in their home, they're going to have a great time. They're going to enjoy their meeting with them. They're going to take everything in and enjoy it because I know I can speak personally. I'm super comfortable in the house knowing that I've got a team of experts backing me up 100%. That's part of the process. They feel great that they know my relationship with my team, my owners. I'm local. At any point in time, any one of my customers can come in this showroom and experience everything that they want to experience right here. And I think that overall confidence in the culture that we've created here in this office. Everybody's a friend of everybody. We're all family. We all know how to help everybody. And I think that speaks volumes to customers when making the right kind of decision and who to do an investment with. Because if they knew something was fishy in the background, they had any bit of question, I wouldn't want to do business with them. So having them see it firsthand, I try to invite every one of our customers up so that they can experience what it's like to be in our showroom and see what we do. It's really encouraging, and it gives the construction, the nasty, muddy, watered world a better light at the end of the tunnel.
Sure. No, a lot of times sales representatives have a little bit of apprehension about the point which you hand the project off to the next level. How do you feel about this process and the way that we handle it here at Infinity by North Georgia? Talk about your experience with the project managers and the installation crews. What huge advantage does the customer have from that standpoint?
Oh man, they have the comfort in knowing that as soon as I leave that door, the very next phone call they get to schedule up that project manager to come in the house, that they're going to come in with the right tools to do the job right. They're going to start the process. We're going to order it up. And knowing that personally, having experience working for companies that didn't have the production side near as tight or as structured, that it was questionable whether or not everything was going to go right. So how could you ask for a premium price point if there was doubt in your mind that things were going to be done correctly? So as a sales rep, the beauty of what I feel most comfortable about here in this office is the fact that our installation crews, not only do I know them personally, but they are bar none. There is not another crew out here in Atlanta that I've seen firsthand that can touch the quality of customer service that these guys want to provide for the customer. And it's funny, I mean, you'll hear me say it a million times. I'm going to circle back around to it. Yeah, I say it to the customers. This is your house. This is your money. We want to make sure that we treat it just like it's ours as well. So knowing that when I propose a job for a customer and they decide to move forward with us, they see it and feel it in me, knowing that the next step is going to be passed on to the next expert, and then we're going to finish it all the way up to the job being done, seeing those experts along the way. But I feel 100% confident knowing that when I sell a job, everybody after me is going to come back in, follow my footsteps, and do it just as I would do it too. So there's no doubt in my mind when I help a customer out and we get them on the schedule, that it's going to go well on the back end.
Good. Anything else you want to share from an insider's perspective about our company? Anything at all for anybody that might be listening to us out there? How's this different? Why should they care? Why should they give us the opportunity to solve whatever problem that they're having with their windows and doors?
Ted, during these times where it's real questionable who you want to invite into your home, no matter where they are from, right? Everybody's a little leery about doing projects, but everybody wants to do projects because they're stuck at home. But how do you choose the right person, the right company, and how do you do that? So to not waste time, you do due diligence, right? Everybody jumps online, everybody jumps onto Googles and Facebooks and tries to see who's doing what. And the one big advantage that everybody can have confidence in is that the experience that they're going to have when they invite North Georgia out to their home is going to be a great experience. It's not going to be a pitch. It's not going to be a sales pitch, because it shouldn't be. If I'm in a house having to sell somebody something, there's a bigger problem there. Because at the end of the day, the customers want to have a great feel. They want to feel good about doing and moving forward with a company that's going to back them up 100% and take care of their home, just as though it was their home. So for them to invite someone like us out to the house, knowing that these times are so difficult and who do we trust, the reviews will speak for themselves in what we've done to past customers. But I urge everybody to go online and do a little bit of due diligence and look us up, find us out, because they won't be disappointed because of those third-party great, affirmations and things that everybody else has given us along the way. And so to have that experience for a customer, to not be sold something for their window, for their home, I think they'll enjoy a better time with a better product and a better quality scenario with us here at North Georgia.
I think you've adopted that educational approach, and it sounds like you're just having a conversation about windows rather than a high pressure sales gimmick, sales type approach, which we don't believe in. So.
No, that's the furthest thing. I love it. I enjoy what I do. I don't work.
Well, Grady, appreciate your time here today and being with us on the podcast and sharing some unique insight about our culture and why our customers should care.
Thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to many, many, many years of success with this company.
Well, that's it for episode 19. If you've liked the content you've heard today, don't forget to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Podcasts. Until next time.